0, 1. Let's get started.
Why they stopping me?
Bye, crypto bro.
What's going on, crypto world? It's that guy again, Ball Deep Crypto, coming at you with another SHX Stronghold piece on a little bit of a run. You know I love all them stellar rails, those anchors. Before we get into it, Ball Deep Crypto is not a financial advisor. He's just a guy talking to a computer about what he likes to do, what he's into. What you do with your money is your choice. This is not financial advice. That being said, let's get into it. Shout out to Doge Gecko here. More SBI holding connections for SHX in Japan. We just got done with the JPYC video and the connections to SHX potentially. We're on to another one. Now SBI has partnered with Startale Group to begin a tokenized stock trading platform. This could be a type of tokenization of RWAs Stronghold has been mentioning. JPY coin could factor in here too. Obviously, here we go. Talking about SBI Holdings and Startale Group have partnered to launch an on-chain platform that allows round-the-clock trading of tokenized stocks and real-world assets. Tokenized asset market is projected to grow to as large as $18.9 trillion by 2023, according to a joint report from Ripple and the Boston Consulting Company. As you already know, Ripple's kind of aligned with them, everything else, SBI, but doesn't mean that SHX isn't over there playing. You know, they've got the Stronghold Japan, Stronghold Korea, JPYC with, in the SALT meeting in Montana. Now we've got this. Now, who is Startale Group? And how does this potentially line up with SHX and SBI? Let's dive a little bit deeper. The Startale Group and SBI partnership is a Singapore-based blockchain infrastructure firm specializing in Web3 solutions, including networks like Astar and Sonium. Announced a strategic joint venture with Japan's SBI Holdings on August 21st, 2025. Now, this collaboration aims to launch an all-in-one on-chain trading platform for tokenized stocks and real-world assets, RWAs, enabling 24/7 global trading with near-instant settlements and programmable features. The platform bridges traditional finance, TradeFi, and decentralized finance, DeFi. That's what we're pretty much on that. We're taking TradeFi to DeFi. We're talking about taking it from traditional to tokenized. Obviously, they want to tokenize every asset in the world. We talk about it to ad nauseum. We, me, the royal we. You know what I'm talking about. You're here. Shout out to the few that ride and die on here. I doubt you do. Any of you do. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Targeting institutional and retail users in Japan and beyond with bases in Tokyo and Singapore. Kind of a little overview of who they are. What this venture targets to do is exploiting tokenized asset market. Obviously, we've talked about that. Projected to be the price it is, 18 trillion, 20 trillion, whatever. For SBI and Startale, this could unlock billions in tokenized equity trading volume alone. Japan's stock market is worth $6 trillion, and even 1% to 2% tokenized could generate $60 to $120 billion in annual tradable assets. Let's go. I want more than that, though. The partnership includes milestone-based committed funding for development with revenue potential for transaction fees, custody margins, and RWA issuance. Now, early projections suggest $500 million plus in platform assets under management within 2 to 3 years, driving equity volume uplift for both firms. Obviously, SBI's market could see a 5 to 10 boost from crypto diversification. Now, Stronghold and its SBI connection. We obviously know who Stronghold is. It's a US-based platform built on the Stellar blockchain. Shout out to both of them, Stronghold and Stellar. Love them both. Is expanding into Japan, obviously via its Stronghold Japan initiative, launched around August of 2025 with an AMA event. Now, SHX is Stronghold's native utility token for payments, rewards, and liquidity on Stellar. The key tie to SBI comes from a large-scale SHX transfers, millions in value, to SBI's institutional crypto arm, B2C2. Now, that's interesting. It's a leading liquidity provider acquired by SBI in 2020. Now, these movements tracked via wallets like 0x3B6, an institutional staging wallet linked to Stronghold, and inflows from Coinbase. Signal preparation for a potential listing, partnership, or integration on B2C2/SBI platforms. Now, SBI is a crypto heavyweight via XRP remittances and stablecoin pilots. It uses B2C2 to power products like crypto CFDs on SBI securities. So we have a large-scale transfer of SHX tokens to SBI's institutional crypto arm B2C2. People, you seeing this? Obviously, the emerging collaboration benefits Stronghold by tapping into Japan's mature regulated crypto market, and we know that Stronghold is fully regulated. Now, for Stronghold SHX, it gains instant liquidity and distribution through B2C2's deep order books, enabling SHX trading for Japanese institutions and retail via SBI's 14 million plus securities accounts. SBI is huge. It's the largest bank in Japan, I believe. It reduces entry barriers for stellar-based payments in Asia, where remittances exceed 80 billion annually, which we already know. Velo's after that. Stronghold, obviously, and also Stellar remittances. If you're running on Stellar's platforms, remittances is something that you're looking at doing. Now, for SBI and B2C2, it enhances their crypto offerings with Stellar's low-cost, fast transactions, obviously fractions of a cent, seconds to settle, complementing SBI's XRP focus. Now, B2C2 benefits from SHX's utility and payments, potentially powering stablecoin rails or yield products. Now, the broader ecosystem benefits. SHX enables a seamless cross-border transfers, cutting fees by 70 to 80% versus traditional wires, ideal for Japan's export-driven economy. It's a lot of money to save. Don't make dollars, it don't make sense, people. Liquidity boost. Wallet movements indicate institutional inflows, 24 million from Coinbase as noted, stabilizing SHX price and increasing adoption for DeFi apps on Stellar. Love to see it. Let's get all of it moving around on every platform. Interoperability. Now, regulatory alignment, Japan's, and obviously Sorbonne be involved as too if we're tokenizing assets. Japan's FSA-friendly stance allows compliant stablecoin issuance, yen pegged via partners like the JPYC, which we just did the video on. Watch it, people. With Stronghold's FDIC insured routes adding trust. So there we go. We've got FDIC insurance. We've got JPYC. It's a bridging of highly regulated, compliant institutions, blockchains. It's a match made in heaven. Now, market expansion obviously positions Stellar as a bridge for TradeFi crypto, with SHX rewarding users for transactions. All sounds beautiful to me. So I asked, did they really transfer this to B2C2? And it says, yes, based on on-chain activity and community analysis, Stronghold has transferred SHX tokens to B2C2. So this is a factual thing. It's a major institution liquidity provider owned by SBI Holdings. This is part of a broader pattern of large-scale SHX movements to various exchanges and liquidity firms in 2025. What do we always say about SHX and Stronghold? They move in silence. And who do they play with? Large wealth people, individuals, and institutions. And now, this is obviously signaling preparations for expanded liquidity, potential listings, or institutional integrations, e.g. for payments or trading in Japan via SBI's ecosystem. Now, these transfers are tracked on the Stellar blockchain, where SHX primarily operates, and have been publicly discussed in crypto communities. Now, the key transfer details. Part of the larger aggregated outflow included 200 million USD in SHX value at the time, sent to multiple recipients over the past week relative to August 9th, 2025. The specific portion to B2C2 isn't itemized separately in reports, but is confirmed as one of the recipients alongside entities like Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, and others. Interesting. At SHX's approximate price at during that period, this implies tens of millions of SHX tokens directed to B2C2 for liquidity provisioning. Now, the transfers occurred in the week leading up to August 9th, 2025. This timing aligns with Stronghold's aggressive push into Asian markets, including the launch of Stronghold Japan around August of 2025 and an associated AMA event. Now, no major follow-up transactions to B2C2 have been publicly reported as of November 3rd, 2025, though ongoing wallet monitoring shows continued activity to other liquidity providers. That's a lot of SHX going to the Asian market right around the time that they strategically just announced they were going into Japan and Korea. And then it just so happens that they're lined up with B2C2 and doing this, obviously, with SBI Japan. I don't know. Where there's smoke, there's usually a fire here, people. What do you think? Let's get down to the context and implications, obviously. These movements are interpreted as strategic positioning. B2C2 provides deep institutional-grade order books for OTC trading and market making, which could enable SHX integration into SBI's crypto offerings. CFDs on SBI securities, similar transfers to Falcon X, 4.16 million on August 7th, and Binance, 4.35 million on August 7th, suggest a coordinated rollout. Stronghold's focus on compliant payments, e.g. via NACHA and ISO 222 tech from their 222 Labs acquisition, make B2C2 a natural fit for bridging TradeFi and DeFi. We've been talking about that every video in regulated environments like Japan. Now, for real-time verification, obviously, you can stack these on Stellar wallets like Stellar Scan or Community Wallets. Stronghold's primary address or Ethereum Trash equivalents. People, do your own research. I'm just a guy talking to a computer. But man, this really, and you wonder why I love SHX. You wonder why your guy's a strongholder, right? Why he loves Stellar. It's just so many different avenues and rails. Stellar wants to be everywhere. SHX is the unicorn. It can be everywhere, and it plays with all the highly regulated, compliant institutions, governments, doesn't matter. SHX, love it. That's all I got on this video. I appreciate you being here. Time is money, and you chose to spend it here with me. Hopefully you got some value out of that. I hope each and every one of you have a great day. That's going to be my last video for today, but I do got some Velo on the way. If anybody's actually listening this far, I'm going to put those out tomorrow. I've been meaning to. You know I love some Velo. So I got some good stuff to coming out on that. Well, I think it's good. You know, who knows? You know, what do I know? I'm a nobody. But I like it, so I'm going to talk about it because you can't stop me. Can't stop. Won't stop. But anyways, like I always say, chase a check, never chase a bitch.
Bye, crypto bro.